Hi boys and girls, today we are doing problem set lesson number 4 in module 7. We are doing more graphing, so today we are going to be doing a horizontal bar graph. Number 1 says complete the bar graph using the table with the types of bugs Elisha counted in the park. Then answer the following questions. Now it gives us our table of information here. I already put the title in and the insects here on the side. I also already did the numbers 0 to 14, which shows me right away that this is going to be a horizontal bar graph. So let's start putting in our data. So for butterflies, it says there's 5 butterflies. So I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go all the way to 5. And normally I would color this in, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to leave it like that. You guys could shade yours in completely. Okay, spiders. So there are 14 spiders. So I'm going to start at 0. I am going to drag this all the way to 14, which is the very end of my graph. Sorry, my dog barking there in the background. Okay, next there's 12 bees. So again, I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to drag this all the way or shade this all the way in until I get to 12. And lastly, grasshoppers. There are 7. So I will drag that over to 7 or shade in my bar graph to 7. Okay, next it's asking how many butterflies were counted at the park. Well, this is not asking us to do any math, so I could just look at my chart and say there are 5 butterflies that were counted at the park. So I'm going to write a 5 right there. Not the neatest 5, sorry. Okay, the next says how many more bees than grasshoppers were counted at the park? So it's asking us to do a little bit of simple subtraction here. So bees, we see there's 12. And grasshoppers, there are 7. So we are going to do that math. Use whatever strategy works for you. I'm just going to do a quick vertical method here and say that 12 minus 7 is going to give me 5 grasshoppers, 5 more bees than grasshoppers. Okay, next it says which bug was counted twice as many times as the grasshoppers? Well, grasshoppers over here were 7. So twice as many would be 14. So I can look here and say, okay, I know that it's going to be spiders. So I'm going to write my answer here. Spiders, my favorite. And I'm doing my neatest handwriting with this stylus here on my keypad. Okay, letter D says, how many bugs did Elisha count in the park? Well, that's asking us to add up all of the different types of bugs. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a long vertical method here of all my numbers, and I'm going to start with my biggest and go down to my smallest. So 14 plus 12 plus 7 plus 5 to give me my total. So I know that 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 7 is going to give me 13, plus 5 more is going to give me 18. I'm going to carry my 1 there, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 is going to give me 3 tens, or 30, so my answer will be 38. Okay, and last it says, how many fewer butterflies than bees and grasshoppers were counted in the park? Well, let's see. Bees, we had 12. Grasshoppers, we had 7. We need to add those 2 together in order to do this problem. It's a 2-step problem. So if I say 12 plus 7, I get 19. Now it's asking me to find the difference between the bees and grasshoppers and butterflies. So 19 bees and grasshoppers minus 5 butterflies is going to give me a total of 14. So I'll write my answer over here. There are 14 fewer butterflies than bees and grasshoppers that were counted at the park. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for the page 1. I'm going to do page 2 on a second video, so feel free to add any comments that you may have to the bottom of our Google Classroom on this assignment.